Hi, good people of the internet. Karibuni. Welcome back. Thank you for joining me. My name is Catherine. If you are watching this from Instagram, kindly follow me. If you're watching this from my YouTube channel and you haven't subscribed, am I not worth that? Am I not worth you subscribing to this wonderful content? If you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for always clicking on my content and finding my content worth the watch. Thank you so much for 249 subscribers. It has not been easy. The journey is long. I am yet to get where I want to, but I know that you guys are going to make me get there sooner or later, and I'll keep doing this because I really love it. So today I want us to talk about mindset, scarcity mentality, and abundance mentality. And while we're talking about it, kindly assess yourself and ask yourself what kind of mentality you live by. Most times when I was researching about it, most times I realized that we are a little bit of the scarcity mentality type, a little bit of it, and a little bit of the abundance type, but you can assess yourself. So first, a scarcity mindset. A scarcity mindset is when you are obsessed with the lack of something, usually time or money, that you can't seem to focus on anything else no matter how hard you try. What are the signs of scarcity mentality? You are in a constant hamster wheel of paying off debt. You're afraid to use your emergency fund in true emergencies. You yo-yo budget. You don't allow yourself to dream and set audacious goals. You constantly feel like you're behind and need to catch up, blah blah blah. Scarcity mentality is when you are so scared to let go of what you have because you feel like you'll never get it, you'll never get more, or say you've saved up some money for an emergency and then an emergency actually comes up, but you're scared to use that money, yet it was meant for an emergency because you're scared. What if I don't get this money tomorrow? You're just scared of letting go. Scarcity mentality is not always bad. But the scarcity mindset makes escaping poverty extremely difficult. You can't invest in the future when your present needs are not met. Limited money and extreme focus on short term makes it hard to plan ahead. So today I just wanted us to touch on scarcity mentality, but my main goal for this video is abundance mentality, because that is what I want us to have. That is what I want my audience and myself to dwell on. Abundance screams money. You know, it means very large amounts of something. Abundance screams money. However, it means very large amounts of something, fullness, plentifulness, lots, you know. So most people operate with a scarcity mindset, meaning they see limits instead of possibilities. We live on the if only zone. If only, yeah, scarcity, if you live, people who dwell on people who have a scarcity mentality mindset or a scarcity mindset live on the if only. If only I had a better job, if only I had a bigger car, if only I had a bigger check. You know, if I had those, I'd do this and this and this. But they do not dwell in how can I use what I have to get what I want. So people with scarcity mindset see limits instead of possibilities. We live on the if only zone. If only I had a bigger house, a bigger paycheck, a better car, a slimmer body, etc. A scarcity mindset will always make you feel like you're not doing enough, like you're not enough, like you do not have enough to be successful. You feel stuck. This makes us live an envious life. So the if only, hey, ningekuwa na gari kama ya nani, ningekuwa na gari kama ya Stacy Aseda. Ama maybe, but unajua, you know how she's able to make those big moves, because you know them, they have money. Now, if only we also had money kwetu like that, you know. So it makes us live an envious life, living in a sense of desperation, like we are constantly missing out. But the best way to live is by having an abundance mentality. What is an abundance mentality, and what are the 7 signs that you have an abundance mentality? Remember, scarcity mentality is when you constantly feel like you do not have enough, or you yourself, you're not enough to accomplish whatever other people are accomplishing. So you live in a state of, if only I had a car like whoever's, if only I lived in a bigger whatever, if only I had a bigger paycheck, if only I had a better job. So you feel stuck because your excuse is always sina chenye nani yako nayo. You understand? So what are the 7 signs that you have an abundance mentality? Number 1, you do not play snatch and grab. Hearing about a possibility of shortage does not send you into panic mode. You genuinely believe there's enough resources for everyone and you are always up for sharing. So ukisikia kutakuwa na scarcity ya kitu, whether you have ventured in a business and then someone else comes and ventures in the same business, that does not send you into panic mode. You're like, there's enough space for us all. Number 2, you like and enjoy what you already have. The abundant mindset is wired to gratitude, not wishful thinking. You are in the habit of being fully engaged with whatever and whoever is in your immediate orbit and appreciating all of it. Number 3, you give stuff away. You don't cling to stuff. You're generous. You're a giver of money, of clothes, of food, of advice, of time, of support, of energy. When you see a need, you don't turn away. You do something about it. That is a person living with abundant mentality or mindset. An abundant mindset is wired for gratitude. You're grateful for what you have, and you are in the habit of being fully engaged with whoever and whatever. You also give stuff away. You don't hold on to stuff, so you don't cling to stuff. You're generous. You give out money, you give out clothes, you give out advice, you give out love, you give out energy. When you see a need, you don't turn away, you do something about it. When you see a particular place needs something that you can offer or that you can provide, you provide. You don't shy away from it. You don't shy away from providing a need, providing for a need. So you give. If someone needs your support, you give support. If someone needs some money, you give money. If there's some clothes you'd like to give away, you give them away. You don't stock them there and they do not even fit you. Number 4, you genuinely celebrate others' success. You believe that others' wins don't mean you lose. You love it when others do well, even those in your field. Your primary opponent is you. Hey, now here, when I was researching, I realized at times it can be difficult. At times you find yourself thinking, kwani is there something I'm doing wrong? Kwani is there something that she or he is doing that I am not doing? And I realized that is scarcity mentality. In the sense that when someone has a win, you feel envious. Am I speaking to somebody? Are the mics open? Are the mics on? You feel envious, or you fall back and question your abilities, and you always have reasons why that person is doing well. But unajua kala yake inamwala. Unajua hiyo place wanaandikanga tu watu wa brown skin. But unajua kwa wako na mado, inaweza kwa babake anajua watu. Sasa ameingia kwa hii succeed kwa sababu ya hii na hii na hii. Kwani mimi ni nini sina, you know? So you genuinely celebrate others' success. You love it when others do well, even those in your own field. Your primary opponent is you. If you live in an abundant mentality, your only opponent is you. You compete against yourself, not any other person. You say I am rather than I will. That was point number 5 is you say I am rather than I will. I guess this is also part of manifestations. You have a clear picture of what your future self and your future will look like. You say I am successful, I am fit, I am healthy, I have a fantastic job, instead of believing life will be better when you get there. So it's enjoying the things you have in the now. Okay, enjoying what you have in the now and already enjoying what you manifest is going to be for you in the future. You understand? So if you start your fitness journey today and you start talking in terms of I am fit, I am healthy, I am successful, I have a fantastic job, I believe in myself, instead of believing life will be better when you get there. So enjoy the now and appreciate the now. Don't wait for you to be 50 pounds down so that you can start enjoying what you have right now. Number 6, you operate in flow, not fear. You have the desired outcome of something in your mind, but you hold it loosely. You don't dwell on the fear of messing up. You stay neutral. You go for it. An abundance mindset. If you have an abundant mindset, you go for it. You're not scared. You don't dwell on fear. You don't dwell on fear. You dwell on flow. Whatever happens, happens. I have this amount of money and I want to invest in this and this and this. Fine. I am investing. I have this emergency fund. Okay? And this has happened. Sawa. Si may happen na any emergency. Tutaitumia. At times, after I learned about these things, at times when I think about something, like say for example, niseme, sitakula hii, kai, sitatumia hii tao, na of course, after you've saved, sitatumia hii nini kujibaia kiatu. Na kesho nikikosa, mbona una profesa utakosa, So, you operate in flow and not fear. Number 7, you believe you deserve good things. Now this is it. You believe that you deserve them. You don't find things as though they are so, hapana, ni too hard to be true. Hey, this one. Ati they've called me and they're offering me CG how much? This is too good to be true. Kwani why? Kwani what am I? As in, so what they were saying is you think you're okay here and now, no matter what. You think abundantly about your good qualities, and when you're touched by good news, you're grateful, but not surprised because you know you deserve it. So when you're touched with good news, you're grateful. You're not surprised. You're not like, as in, Mimi. Because I realized there's a point nilikuanga hivyo. Nilikuwa napatana na hapeniwa na kitu poa, ama napendwa na mtu sana hadi najiuliza, huyu anaweza kuwa ni mtu fake, si ndio? Inaweza kuwa ananidanganya, si ndio? Cause mbona, as in why? So if hiyo ni scarcity mentality, ukikuwa wewe ni mtu una dwell in abundant mentality, you are the kind of person that goes like, yeah, I deserve it. I deserve all the good things that are coming. I deserve everything that has come. I deserve that good job. I deserve that car. I deserve that paycheck. I deserve a loving partner. I deserve it all. Yeah, and part of these things nili realize ni kama tu kumanifest good things into your life. Ni kama tu kumanifest good things into your life. Because enyewe kuishi na scarcity mentality, unaishi ukiwa envious, unaishi kama uko na self doubt, unaishi ukifeel ni kama you don't deserve anything good. Unaishi hold on to things, even those that do not even serve you, because maybe for instance, say you're in love with someone, but that someone is really not for you. That someone is abusive, he is insultive. That's all abuse. And deep down, you know you deserve better, but you don't want to leave. No, because why? Where will I get someone else? Scarcity mentality. You need to believe so much in yourself that you go with the flow, not with fear. So so that's what I had for today. So remember, as opposed to scarcity mindset, abundance screams fullness, plentifulness, lots. It screams money. Scarcity mentality is when you're obsessed or where you're very obsessed with the lack of something, usually time or money, that you can't seem to focus on anything else no matter how hard you try. Okay? And how do you know you live in an abundance mindset? You do not play snatch and grab. You like and enjoy what you already have. You give stuff away. You genuinely celebrate others' success. You say I am rather than I will. You operate in flow and not fear. You believe you deserve good things. That's how you know you live in a, God forbid, scarcity, in an abundance mindset. Okay? Yeah. So I hope from now you live in that kind of mindset. And if at all you feel like if you feel like this topic has been covered in a very narrow or shallow manner, Lydia KM has a live on Thursday, and she normally saves her lives, so you can go check on that. You can go check from her page and learn more about scarcity and abundance mentality, because she is really good at what she does. She's a very great content creator. I saw Rono Chebet post uplift a woman today, and honestly, I give props where they are due. I do. So Lydia KM, she carries my heart for sure. My two wonderful, my main sources of information, female, is Murugi Munyi, previously known as Yami Mami, and Lydia KM, and the TMI podcast, which is basically owned by them both. So you guys can rush over there and check out what they talk about on a daily and all that. And I'm so grateful that I get to do this, because as I research about the topics to share, I also learn a lot. Like, I've found myself living to what I say. Like, when I learned about scarcity mentality, and honestly, self-awareness comes in handy when you're learning about these things. And I know I have those moments where I feel like I get a little envious of other people, and it's it's normal, it's human. I learn a lot of things. I get a little jealous about people's success and all that, but after I learned this, every time I see something, I'm like, oh wow, that's actually wonderful, and I am heading there. I am also going to be successful, so you get to affirm yourself, and you get to continue being self-aware, which is such a good thing. Self-awareness is very, very important. You get to understand your own triggers, you get to understand your own issues and what you struggle with, and how other people can help you. And you get to understand that not everyone around you needs to understand what you're going through, as long as you understand what you're going through and you know how to deal with it. Like, I think self-awareness goes a long way in every single thing we talk about. And unless you're totally self-aware and you know your triggers and everything that makes you tick, anything that makes you happy or sad or whatever feeling it gives you, it's the only way you can be able to live with other people. You'd find other people toxic, but you're actually the toxic person. But today we were talking about mindset, scarcity and abundance mentality. And I hope you learned something. Okay? So until next time, goodbye. Please subscribe. Bye.